Is living in Sebastian, Florida the right move for you? In this video, we discuss the 5 reasons that you might not want to move here. Let's get right into it. Hey everyone, my name is Spencer Bailey and I'm a local realtor. I live right here in Sebastian, Florida. If you are curious at all about the lifestyle here on the Treasure Coast or just want a little bit more information, please feel free to reach out to me anytime with any questions that you may have. I would love to help you out and possibly find that perfect home for you here on the beautiful Treasure Coast of Florida. Now with that out of the way, let's get into the topic of today's video, and that's the 5 reasons why Sebastian, Florida might not be the right fit for you. The first reason you may not want to move to Sebastian is the lack of shopping. Sebastian is a very small town, so it doesn't have all of the big name stores that you might be accustomed to in the big cities. If you just love to shop until you drop and spend all day shopping, Sebastian really doesn't have that to offer. Sebastian is more of a small mom and pop boutique style town that offers limited shopping. There is the Indian River Mall, however, it seems like that is almost out of business, and really it's a ghost town in there, so that's not really the best choice. You can always travel north and shop in the Melbourne area, or travel south and shop in the Vero Beach, Port St. Lucie, Fort Pierce area, but as for Sebastian, it is very limited. Stores that Sebastian does have include Walmart, Publix, Winn-Dixie, Home Depot, Dollar General, so that's at least a good selection. But if you're looking for clothes shopping or really any type of shopping that's not limited to mom and pop stores, the biggest stores for clothings would probably be the Bales outlet, and that's really it. So if you just love to shop and need all those big name stores in close proximity to you, Sebastian probably is not for you. Okay, let's get right into the second con about living in Sebastian, Florida, and that is its very limited nightlife. And when I say very limited, I mean very limited. Most people living in Sebastian, if they're looking for a night out on the town, they end up visiting Vero Beach for the night because the selection here in Sebastian is just very, very limited. The Tiki Bar, Captain Hiram's, and Earl's Hideaway are probably the 3 biggest bars and restaurants that you can drink at. The Tiki Bar and Captain Hiram's offer a Margaritaville type setting, while Earl's Hideaway opts for more of a dive bar biker setting. There really isn't a place to go in Sebastian if you're looking for a club with hip hop music and dancing. So if that's what you're looking for, you'll have to travel south to Vero. They also close down fairly early here, around 1-ish. So if you're a night owl and just want to spend the whole night having fun with your friends, drinking around the town, Sebastian is definitely not the right town for you, and you should probably head south for the night to Vero Beach. So that is my second con. Sebastian really just doesn't have a whole lot of nightlife, and if that is a big thing that you're looking forward to, reach out to me and I can help you find a few better places that might fit your lifestyle a little bit better. So heading right into the third con of living in Sebastian, Florida, and that is its lack of jobs. Sebastian is a very small town. It doesn't have those big companies that employ hundreds of people, so jobs here are definitely limited. I would say that hospitals and schools are some of the bigger employers here, with some other jobs being available like servers, bank tellers, and cashiers. A lot of the mom and pop shops do hire people as well. However, it can be seasonal and the pay can be all over the place. There's just not a big opportunity to work your way up the corporate ladder in a town like Sebastian. You don't have a whole lot of tech jobs here or other jobs that you might see with big companies in places like Orlando or Miami. So if you need a high paying job in your field when you move to Sebastian, I would definitely look beforehand to make sure you get everything lined up before you move here, because there's just not a crazy amount of job opportunity, especially high paying job opportunities in Sebastian. So that is definitely a big con for me. Luckily, I'm a real estate agent and there's plenty of work for me here because people love moving here. So I'm definitely blessed to be in the position that I am. But like I said, if you need a high paying job before you move here, definitely research it before you move and take that leap. Moving on to the fourth con of living in Sebastian, Florida, and that is that the summers here are scorching hot and also very humid. Most of Florida can say that the summers are hot and humid, so this con definitely is not just for Sebastian, but really more for living in Florida as a whole. You definitely get used to the heat. I myself was born in Minnesota, so I'm very used to the cold, and I definitely can tell you that I'd rather deal with the heat than I would the cold and snow. I absolutely hated the snow. I hated shoveling snow. I hated the ice. I hated the slow driving, and you definitely don't get any of that down here in Sebastian. However, on the flip side, the summers are definitely hotter and more humid down here than they are in the rest of the United States. So definitely be prepared for that. Be prepared for that when you move. I got acclimated fairly quickly to the heat, and now it really doesn't bother me as much as it did, but it will still get to 90 degrees with the real feel being in the hundreds because of the humidity. And sometimes it's just easier to stay indoors in the AC during the afternoon heat wave. You will definitely see a lot of people down here in the summer working either during the morning or in the late afternoon when the sun isn't directly above them and it's not so hot. Just so they can stay out of the sun and stay out of the heat. They try to get their work done in the early morning or late afternoon. It's definitely something you have to get used to, but like I said, I would definitely rather have the heat than the cold. I definitely want to know what you all think down in the comments though below. Would you rather put up with the bone chilling cold and the snow and all that and the ice, or would you rather put up with the hot, humid, sticky weather that the Florida summers can have? Let me know for sure down in the comments. That is definitely one con about living in Florida in general, and that is it just gets wicked hot some days. Okay, so the last con that I have for you can actually be a pro depending on who you talk to, and that is that the average age here in Sebastian is around 57 years old. If that is your age range, then it's probably great for you to come down and make a bunch of friends that have similar interests to you and are in a similar age range as you. However, if you're a younger family or younger person looking to move down here and make a bunch of friends and have a bunch of people your age to hang out with all the time, Sebastian really just doesn't have that to offer. Not saying you can't make a bunch of friends here, but the majority of people here are going to be older than you. Sebastian is definitely more of a relaxed town with middle to upper aged residents that just want to either retire or live peacefully down here next to the water. There's just not a whole lot of nightlife or other activities to accommodate those younger crowds and make them want to stay here in Sebastian. Sebastian and Vero Beach does have school systems, so there are kids here, but generally, once they reach the age of 18, they are off to another town to either get a college, to start college, or to start a different life because staying in Sebastian just doesn't have a whole lot to offer for younger people. So if that is what you're looking for, probably don't move here. But like I said, with the average age being 57, it isn't necessarily a con for everyone, but I would say for most people, it's actually a pro because it gives them a nice, relaxed environment for retirees, snowbirds to come down and visit and enjoy themselves, have fun, and interact with their peers down here. So it's really all how you look at it. Anyway, everyone, those are my top 5 cons of living in Sebastian, Florida. To recap, it has a lack of shopping, not a whole lot of nightlife, a lack of jobs, the summers are extremely hot, and the average age is around 57. I don't want you to get the wrong impression of Sebastian, however. It is a truly great town, and people are moving here because of that. And I will link up in one of these corners a video where I go over the top 5 pros of living in Sebastian and why you might want to move here. I would highly, highly consider checking that out. Like I said in the beginning of this video, I am a real estate agent here, so if you are considering moving to Florida, definitely reach out to me. I can give you some helpful tips and tricks for when you do make that move. If you have any questions, make sure to reach out to me at any time. I would love to hear from you. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and a comment, and make sure to subscribe and check back every week for videos that I put out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys are having an excellent day, and I will see you on the next video. Take care.